Follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you.
Welcome back everyone to the SimZone. We're here for the Porsche Supercup round 5 at Silverstone, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the one and only J-Palm.
Hello everyone. Yeah, great to be here one more round. Very close championship at the top at the moment. Currently leading the standings is Ron, but DasStopsChild is just very few points behind. So a lot of things to be decided in these two races that we got here today at Silverstone.
Yeah, definitely, and Silverstone, a very wide track, lots of room for overtaking, so I'm sure we're going to see some great action here. In the previous rounds, we've had quite narrow circuits, so overtaking has been very difficult. We've had like 4 or 5 cars battling out for the lead, but here I think there's going to be a lot more overtakes going on, considering
And
how
there's
wide the track
also
is.
a very interesting weather settings we got today, because just looking at the weather forecast, at least in quali, seems like it's changing. The next 10 minutes might be race. They're not gonna be. I think the quali is gonna finish before that. But if we got that dynamic weather during the race, that's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, exactly, and I think a lot of these drivers aren't actually prepared for the rain, but we'll see how they do. We could have one race where it is dry and the next where it's wet, and that could definitely throw things up for some of these drivers. But currently Nino Tobin, who we're watching at the moment, is on provisional pole with a 203.105, and in the practice sessions we've seen drivers doing 202s, so definitely some improvement here for some of these drivers. But let's see who's about to set a new time. Doesn't seem like anyone's that close to the start-finish line. But let's go down to WGVDB in the number 37 car. He's coming up to the final few corners now. Currently 2.5 seconds off. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement for him. Nice line there. And surprisingly, he's kept it under control. It looked like he carried a lot of speed through that corner, so this could help his lap time here. So he rounds off the final corner now, and he's going to cross the line. Is it an improvement? Yes, it is. Improved by 5/10 that lap, but it's not enough to give him another position in qualifying. We've still got 2 drivers who haven't set a lap time yet. Vliga, good to see him back on track with us. Had some wheel issues earlier on in the season, and wasn't able to get them sorted out, but he's got them sorted out now. Oh, there's the rain. That's interesting. That's come out of the blue.
Well, Nino Tobin is gonna be very happy about that, because Ron started to get fast laps, but I don't think he's gonna manage to take the pole from him with that rain on track.
No, I don't think anyone will, because track screen at the moment is going to be damp very shortly, and that's thrown things up. I think people will just be returning to the pits now. Yep, Melvin into the pits, and yeah, just 1 minute left of qualifying. No one's really going to improve here, so Nino Tobin is likely to hold on to pole position. Where is Howdo on track? He's got a long way to go, so I don't think he's going to improve with the rain out of track. There we go, it's greasy now. So yeah, no improvements are going to be seen from any of these drivers, and that's really going to benefit Nino Tobin here.
Yeah, no, but improved. Well, that was very
look
lucky.
At that.
Yeah, that's the rear goes first, I guess, with that this greasy conditions and no TC on these cars. So yeah, it's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, and this weather is pretty much replicating what the weather's been in like the UK. 1 minute it's snowing, the next minute it's sunny. And,
Yeah, definitely.
we've got all 4 seasons in one day pretty much, but the curbs here at Silverstone, very deadly in the wet. But there we go then, Nino Tobin putting it on pole position with Melvin in second and Howdo in third. Very close qualifying between the top 3. But make sure to stay tuned, because we'll be back shortly for race 1. we go then, we're back for the formation lap for race 1. 20-minute race, no mandatory pit stop in this one. And we've currently got Nino leading the formation lap here at Silverstone. The track is now dry. Qualifying is races on a different day to qualifying, so the track is dried up. But a lot of cloud coverage here at Silverstone, so we could possibly see some rain later on.
You know, it's been very lucky on this last quali. It started raining with 3 minutes left, so it kind of ruined the hot laps for everyone else, and was able to hold this P1, this pole position. He won the last race in Misano, the second race, and got a podium in the first race. So last round was very good for him, and this one started on the same way.
Yeah, definitely. I think Nino's focus is just going to be try and get a clean start and pull away from the rest of the drivers behind, let them battle and open up a gap, because 20 minutes isn't a long time at all. It's a sprint race and he doesn't want to be caught up in any battles really. But, let's get a quick look at the track walk here at Silverstone. Going through sector 1, through Copse, and then through Maggots and Beckett's. Very tricky corner, especially these Porsche Cup cars. Very easy to spin them. And then a very long straight down to Stowe. Then coming through Club into sector 3, nearly now into sector 3. There we go. Now all the way down to the last few corners through Luffield. There we go, rounds off your lap. Very high speed track is Silverstone, and the average speeds are extremely high too. But not the smallest of circuits, is very big, Silverstone, so we'll see if these drivers can get a lot of overtakes in here in this sprint race. You can see Nino really trying to weave, get some heat into those tyres, but he would be better off with just riding the brakes. Here we go now, drivers lining up side by side. Getting ready for the start of the race. Let's hear your predictions for your top 3 drivers for race 1 in the comments. Going about to start across the start finish line. Let's see who's going to get a better jump coming into turn 1, and we are not green yet. We're green now. There we go. So Nino and let's go. There we go. Nino and Melvin off to a great start there off the line, but that's DasStopsChild having a look up the inside on the outside. Sorry, on Melvin. And oh, that's Howard really not giving DasStopsChild enough room, but he's had to back out of that. And Howardo keeping, actually no, he's got a position on the start.
P3.
Yeah, so good start there from Howardo, and DasStopsChild just taking the safer option and backing out of that. But it looks like every driver has got through cleanly on lap 1. That's great to see, but look at that. Melvin's having a look up the outside now on Nino Tobin. He's going to try for the outside, but it's not going to work. And that's really compromised his exit. Look how close Howardo and DasStopsChild are. Melvin's going to have to go defensive now. Coming to this heavy braking zone, but Howardo is going to have the inside. Melvin's left in the space, and Howardo, has he got the move done? I think he has. Yes, he has. So Howardo up into P2 already, and that's DasStopsChild going wide in the background. Ithan is right on the back of these two, having a look oops, having a look up the inside of DasStopsChild, but he thought better of that one.
And Deedee behind Ethan as well, catching up with the group.
Yeah, they have to be very, very careful here, because one mistake can lead to a loss of position. That's who is that? I think that was Video Gamer making a move on WGVDB. He had a look up the inside, but no, WGVDB's gone wide. He's clipped the grass. That's going to be a definitely a track limit penalty, for a track limit warning for him. And a BST now taking advantage. Had a look up the inside, but wasn't late enough for the brakes. And he needs to be careful because Dolores looking for an opportunity to get past these two. Kenny as well down in P11, just waiting patiently behind these drivers and waiting to pounce on any mistakes they make. Let's look further down. DeedeeTKU has got Vliegurk not too far behind him as well, and SR Padda. So that's another battle we'll keep an eye on, but let's go back to the lead. Nino Tobin's already opened up a gap. And
yeah, it's interesting. Nino Tobin is pulling away a little bit, but there are two groups fighting for positions now. The first one is Ron, DasStopsChild, Ethan, and then the other farther back with a fight for P7.
Yeah, definitely. And now Melvin's going to have to defend from DasStopsChild. He tried to sell him the dummy, but I think it was a bit too early. So that won't phase Melvin at all. And he's picked up a bit of the grass on the inside, but that hasn't seemed to have compromised his exit. He's actually going to have to go defensive now. No, he sticks to the racing line. So Melvin's still holding on, but let's look further down. Look how many cars are unbelievably close to each other. Ifan followed by Deedee in P6. Deedee doing a great job here at Silverstone in the Porsche Supercup, but WGVDB's got BST right behind him. Video Gamer dropping down the order. He's got Dolores and Kenny behind him. Doesn't seem to have the pace here at Silverstone. We've seen him with some great results in previous rounds. And that's Dolores having to go defensive now. Is Kenny going to try the outside? No. He did try it, but didn't quite get the drive traction on the exit that he was looking for. So he's going to have to settle for P11 at the moment. DeedeeTKU has now got Vliegurk, SR Padda, and Diff, who's not too far back. But here we go.
And Pimage and P16 currently getting lots of support in the chart.
Yeah, I believe this is his second time out in Porsche Supercup. He's now a full-time driver here, but look at the gap at the top. It's really come down, 5/10 between the two. Howard's really putting in the laps to catch back up to Nino Tobin. And Nino, with not much practice here at Silverstone, is doing a great job.
Yeah, definitely. And now he's not having any pressure from behind. Ron and DasStopsChild got involved themselves into a fight. And yeah, Auto has got clean air, no pressure from behind, and he's got Nino Tobin within a second.
Yeah, I think Nino's going to have to do some defending for the rest of the race, really. He definitely can't match the pace of Howdo at the moment, because look at that, the gap is definitely less than 5/10 between the two now. And Nino's going to be checking his rear view mirrors constantly. Let's look further down to this battle. Melvin still holding off DasStopsChild. Oh, bouncing all over the inside curb there.
That's an important battle because they're currently P1 and P2 in the standings. So yeah, there is a 5 points difference between P3 and P4, if I'm not wrong. And these are very important points at the moment for the fight for title.
Yeah, definitely. And oh, Melvin taking a slightly wider line there. DasStopsChild could have. He tried to take advantage of that. Yeah, Melvin going wide there slightly, and I don't think that's helped his run. Now coming down the hangar. No, it's not the hangar straight. It is the Wellington straight. There you go.
Yeah, not the best place to lose the speed just at the beginning of the long straight.
Yeah, no, but he still managed to hold on, and Nino's actually, oh, a bit of a wiggle there, and a bit of a slide from DasStopsChild likewise. But Nino Tobin still managing the gap. He's actually opened it up to Howdo, and we've now got full overcast in terms of weather. So let's hope we don't get any rain, but it could really mix things up if we do. WGVDB getting some support in the comments. Currently running in P7. He's run wide there though. Is that going to compromise his run? That's possibly another track limit warning for him. I assume he'd be on 2 at the moment. He needs to be careful here. Oh, he's cut the track once again. And didn't quite get the... I think he possibly had some understeer coming through Maggots and Beckett, but he's gained a lot of time there. And that may be investigated later on. But he should be picking up a track limit warning for that. So now he may be on 2 or 3.
Yeah, the 3 before.
Oh, there we go once again.
Drive-through penalty, isn't it? So you gotta be careful. Still 13 minutes to go. That's lots of time. Yeah,
and he does really need to be careful because one drive-through penalty will put him all the way down towards the back of the field, really. You definitely don't want to be getting any drive-through penalties in such a short race. But a video gamer now caught up to the back of BST. And he's looking to make a move. Coming through the final sector now. He's going to have the benefit of the slipstream coming down the Wellington Straight. But he's a bit too far back at the moment. Let's see, about 5/10 gap is between these two drivers at the moment.
Yeah, and Kenny currently making it into the top 10. He's getting support from the Lazy Camel. It's looking good for Kenny on this top 10. I think he's still getting some pressure from the lorry. Yeah, we'll see. It's looking good so far.
Yeah, Delori's about 9/10 to Kenny at the moment, so no huge threat, but he still has to keep an eye on him, really. Diff has got some pressure from P-Mitch now, so this is going to be a very nice livery from P-Mitch, actually. I quite like that.
Yeah, that gold colour is very nice combination with black.
Yeah, but he's really caught up to the back of Diff now, and oh, bit of a slide there from P-Mitch. But he managed to hold on, and that's Diff having to go taking a different line. I thought he was going to go defensive, but no, he hasn't. And we've got white flags being waved there, so a slow car somewhere. I think there's a car off up ahead. Is that the number? What number is that? That's
oh, that's DasStopsChild. There's a green car.
Oh no, it's WGV. Oh no, it's not. Diogok. Is it? No.
Oh,
who is it? Number 8.
Green car.
It's Vliegurk who is off.
Ah, right.
And he's dropped down the order there and all the way down to P16. He had a great start actually. Didn't even set a qualifying lap. Wasn't able to put one in. And he made some positions off the start. And unfortunately, a mistake through Max and Beckett's has cost him quite a few positions. He's now down in P16. But Nino Tobin opening the gap up to Howardo. 2.3 seconds. So Nino really responding to Howardo's pace, and Melvin still not able to open up a huge gap to DasStopsChild. It's bouncing between 5/10 to a second really every lap. And I think they're coming up on some... No, they're actually caught up to Howardo.
With Howardo, yeah, I'm wondering if he's made a mistake because he was very close to Nino Tobin, and maybe he was pushing too hard on it and made a mistake. It's made the lose lots of time.
Yeah, he's possibly made a mistake somewhere, and curbs at Silverstone very, very aggressive. So you need to be careful, and especially through Maggots and Beckett, it's so easy to lose the car here if you don't have it set up right. And there we go, that's Howardo onto the grass, and that may have been where he lost it last time. He needs to be very careful here, and he's going to go wide once again. Ooh. Oh, and I think he's lost the car there.
Oh,
and
that's
he's
lost
almost
completely,
into the wall, but the gravel trap has saved him, and he's going to lose 2 positions, almost 3 positions. Yeah, he's lost 3 positions there.
Ethan's coming now.
And he's struggling to get it back on track. Oh, he's hit the wall. And yeah, he's going to lose.
Get their position as well.
Yep, there we go. And I think Howard just had his foot down, which doesn't help when you're on the grass and trying to get back on the track. especially with no traction control. But WGVDB into the pits. Oh, he's hit the wall somewhere. So he's picked up some damage. And his race has gone pear-shaped, unfortunately, but Video Game is still on the back of BST NNA, just biding his time here, waiting for the perfect opportunity, and as soon as we flick to someone, they almost lose the car. Video Game were just about holding onto his slide there. And you can see Howdo just up ahead of these two. So he's lost an immense amount of time, but Nino Tobin is on a Sunday drive pretty much. He's got rid of any threats. And he's now got a comfortable lead to Melvin, who's 3.6 seconds behind him. And Nino just needs to keep it under control. And here we go, Video Game has got a better exit than BST NNA. He's going to have the slipstream. BST taking a different line. Video Gamer going for a later apex, trying to get the exit, almost making contact there with BST. But he's kept it under control.
Than BST, isn't he? Yeah, slightly different racing lines. But they've been battling for position pretty much since the beginning of the race.
Yeah, definitely. And now coming into Cops, can they keep it under control? Video Gamer with a slight bit of damage on the front left of his car, and that's WGVDB exiting the pits there after repairing his damage. Good to see him back out on track. So he will pick up some points in this race. But look how close Video Gamer is on the back of BST coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's actually go on board with Video Gamer here. Let's get a good view of what he's seeing in the car. I really do like this view here. On board in the passenger seat pretty much. But, once again, slightly different lines between the two. Video Gamer using a lot more of the track available. You can see he's just trying to focus on the exit, is Video Gamer, and it has helped him because BST is really struggling with the car. You can see the back end twitching all over the place, but it's going defensive now. I don't think Video Game is going to have this done unless I may have spoken too soon. He's gone and done it actually around the outside there.
Very good move. And
there we go, he's up into P7. Let's get a quick replay of that if we can. Let's hope it actually
as you said, focusing on the exit, and they clearly got the job done.
Yeah, definitely. And but BST is looking for a fight back. It's all bit of contact between the two. Now coming down the Wellington Straight, and Video Gamer loses out the position. But a good response there from BST, getting back up into. No, he's lost the position once again. Outbraked himself, and that's Video Gamer back up into P7. So a great battle between those two drivers. But let's look for the battle for P5 now. Howdo making his recovery drive. And after it's hit with the wall, it doesn't actually look like he's got any damage on his car. But we'll wait and see. There is a slight bit of damage on the
a little bit.
Front right
well, he
of the
tried
car.
to get back to, I don't know, top 5. He's got Deedee there. Just 5 minutes to go. Not much time to recover from this mistake, but yeah, Deedee there is gonna suffer a little bit if he wants to hold this P5.
Yeah, and Deedee with a great race hasn't really had any trouble, but now he has to think about defending from Howdo. Howdo waiting patiently to make the perfect move, and look at that, he's so close to the back of Deedee there. And that's Deedee running wide, and I think Howdo's pressure is really taking an effect on Deedee here. Let's see if he's going to try and do the same thing as we saw Video Gamer do. No, he's going to go for the outside now, coming into the right-hander. And is he going to do it? He's later on the brakes. Oh no, nearly. It was a good attempt, but Deedee's left him the room. And Howdo mounting the inside curb. That's not going to help with his exit. Deedee just about holding on. But that would have been a great move if Howdo was able to pull that off.
That's a very good try. Arjo is desperately wants to to get the position back, but he's not. Didi is very experienced driver. Now in the inside, but seems like.
But
they go side
look at
by
the twitch!
side.
There was a bit of a twitch there from Aldo, and I
It's
think
not going to be
Didi
enough for him.
might hold on to this, yep. But now they're going to be side by side, coming into Stowe. No, Howard has to back out of that one.
Oh, Didi goes wide now.
Yeah, he has gone slightly wide, and I think that's going to allow Howardo to get the move done. Yes, Howardo just capitalising on the mistake from Didi, and he's now up into P5. But he's got a long way to Ifan in P4. You can see him there, just down the road on the Hangar Straight. Sorry, I may have got my corners mixed up. This is Stowe that they're coming through now. But yeah, Howard already pulling away. Let's look down to this battle. Diff has got Padda behind him. Oh, Padda's lost the car there. And as soon as we flick to someone, they always lose the car, which it isn't great from us. Got some sort of curse going on, but Asa Padda taking a hefty hit into the wall, and he's got quite a bit of damage on the front of that Porsche now.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna lose position to the next car, which is P15. But yeah, he was trying to get a image, I think, P13.
Yeah, they were these three drivers.
Oh,
that's P-Mitch tagging the inside curb.
Change that view. Change that view. Get on board someone else.
I know. Oh no. That's really unfortunate. As soon as we switch to someone. Oh, there's been some serious curse going on today, but now we have to watch this battle. I'm sorry, DasStopsChild and Melvin. We have to watch this battle. And DasStopsChild has closed the gap to Melvin here. Now coming through Maggots and Beckett's. Is DasStopsChild going to have a look? Coming through these very fast sets of corners. No, he's not able to do so, but he's going to focus on the exit once again. And that's Melvin sideways. Oh, just about held on to that. And that's going to allow DasStopsChild to get the much better run coming down the straight here.
Go ahead
and I think he's got the move done. Yeah.
So that's going to be 5 points. It's going to close the gap to Ron in the championship.
Yes, and what's the gap at the moment? Is it 4 or 5? I'm not too sure.
It was about 7. I'll confirm in a second. 5 points.
5, so they'll be tied. Oh wow.
Same points after race 1.
Tied once again.
That way.
Yeah, but we're currently watching Diogok, who's got Delore. Delore making some good gains in this race. He's looking to make a move on Diogok in P9. Kenny still in P11, holding his position from where he qualified in, I believe. But Melvin, the gap says a 10th, but I think he's lost out slightly to DasStopsChild.
I don't know if that's the last lap at the moment.
Yeah, this is the last lap, so we'll go back on board with Nino Tobin, who's rounding off the final few corners here. Led the race from start to finish without any issues. Hasn't put a foot wrong. Flash of the lights there from him. And I'm sure he's going to be happy with that result, with really not much practice here today for the Porsche Supercup. And he's just gone and won it. P1 there for Nino Tobin. DasStopsChild with an amazing move on Melvin in finishing in P2. Melvin unfortunately losing out, finishing in P3. Ithan with a very good finish there. Flash of the lights from him, finishing in P4. Howder unfortunately, after a great start, dropping down to P5. So Deedee finishing in P6. Great race from him as well. BST NNA holding off Video Gamer in P7. Video Gamer in P8 with a bit more damage on the front of his car, so he's picked that up from somewhere. Delore in P9. Diogok in... Oh, it's not over yet actually. Delore It's got one more corner to go, and it's not a difficult corner at all. So Gloria in P9, Diagok in P10. Where is Kenny? Kenny in P11. Diff in P12. So good race there from Diff. Flash of the lights from him. I'm sure he'll be happy with that result as well. SR Pada, unfortunately, losing the car in Maggots and Beckett's. P13 for him. P14 for P Mitch. P15 for M Ferrer. P16 for WGVDB. And P17 for Vliego. So there you are. Those are your results from race 1. Make sure to stay tuned. We'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes for qualifying 2, so make sure to stay tuned. Alright, welcome back. We are here for qualifying 2, not long left to go, but currently Howdo setting the provisional pole time of a 203.003, almost breaking in to the 202s. Video gamer who we're currently watching at the moment is 6 tenths behind, 666, and that may be where the curse is from. J-Bum from the first race, where we switch to any driver and they automatically spin. But yeah, from the first race, Melvin, Nino Tobin and DasStopsChild aren't able to qualify, and well, there we go. That's almost another spin from Video Gamer as we're watching him. But let's see who's about to cross the line. Video Gamer is going to cross the line now with... who's that behind him? I think that may be Vliegurk. Yeah, Vliegurk behind him. And there we go, Video Gamer letting him through. And I think that's going to be an invalid lap from Vliegurk. So he won't be able to set in a new one. That is pretty much his qualifying over. DeedeeTKU crossing the line, wasn't able to improve. Number 70 car now of P. Mitch about to cross the line. An improvement for him, but not much at all. Number 36 car as well. Deedee currently in P4, 1.2 seconds off. Let's see if it's going to be an improvement for him. Crosses the line. And was that an improvement? I think it was. But it was. It wasn't enough though. Very, very close at the top. And BST puts it into P3 there, 8 tenths off. Very, very close. I think that was also Delore just crossing the line there. And that would be his... No, he may be able to get in one last lap. Because the wait timer is... There we go, wait time is up. And I think he will have one more chance to put in a lap. But for everyone else, it is done. Here we go. Now we've got the number 97 car of Ifan rounding off the final corner. Coming through Woodcut now. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement. 9 tenths off. Yellow flags are out for some reason. Someone returned to the pits possibly, and there we go. Ifan puts it into P2, just 3 tenths off of Howdo. Very good lap time there from Howdo, from Ifan, sorry. But wasn't able to put it on pole. But the front row, I'm sure he's going to be more than happy with that result. Let's switch to the number 14 car now, DeedeeTKU. Who's coming up towards Brooklands and now Luffield. Taking the inside curb and using not really using the exit curb there. But is it going to be an improvement for DeedeeTKU as he crosses the line? And no improvement there for him. So P9 for DeedeeTKU. Now let's go on to SR Pada, who's sitting in P8. He's got 4 tenths to P Mitch in P7. So let's see if this is an improvement for him. Crosses the line and no improvement there for SR Pada either. BST the last car out on track at the moment, and no, wasn't able to improve. So there we go, Howdo putting it on pole with Ifan on the second row. Video Gamer on the Howdo and Ifan on the first row. Video Gamer and BST on the second row. But make sure to stay with us because we'll be back for the race very, very shortly. So here we go, drivers lining up side by side now, getting ready for the start of race 2. 30-minute race this one, still no mandatory pit stop, but a lot more time for the drivers to think ahead and battle it out here at Silverstone. For those that are watching, make sure to like the stream and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I just want to say a huge thanks to all our patrons. But we'll get that off the screen for now. You've got...
Green light. Go,
there we go, everyone's gone and we are green. Looks like Howder's got a great start, and he's actually tagged a bit of the grass on the inside already, but that's helped him get the run coming down to Maggots and Beckett, and he's clear in the lead for now. Looks like another very, very clean start so far, but I don't want to say anything too soon. That's Diff with a drive-through penalty, and I think he was a bit too eager on the start, possibly for speeding on start, and or out of position, and there we go, he's picked up a drive-through penalty. That's going to drop him down towards the back of the pack. That's a car wide. I think that's Mfera. Oh, there we go. Can't even catch his name because the timetables, the tower keeps changing. We'll wait for that to change. There we go. Mfera was indeed the car that went wide. But oh, there's another car. I think that's WGVDB wide once again. He needs to be careful here because he could pick up a drive through. This race is much longer, so more time to make mistakes and pick up penalties here. But the drivers who started towards the back, DasStopsChild, Melvin and Nino, have made up a few positions off the start. DasStopsChild not as successful, but he's just being a bit more patient here. And then Nino and Melvin, oh, they're all pretty much together actually. And that is DasStopsChild, I think. Yes, it is. Had a look up the inside. Oh, contact between Nino and Melvin. I think Nino's going to have to return that position. Oh, there's more contact. WGVDB tagging the back of... I think that was Melvin who he tagged the back of. That's going to allow Liga to gain a position.
Nino, wasn't he? I think it was Nino got the worst part of it.
Yeah, Nino tagged the back of Melvin and he had to wait for him. Yeah, as a result, Nino's suffered the consequences and he's down in P14. He's lost a few positions. And Melvin has got DasStopsChild all over the back of him at the moment. And look how close he is now. Coming up to Cops. And now coming to Mags and Beckett. But Diff is... Oh, he's retired the car. It's not great to see at all. Got a drive-through penalty and he has instantly retired. That's not going to go down great on his license points at all. And oh, that's DasStopsChild wide on the exit of Maggots and Beckett. That's going to allow Melvin to hold on to P12.
Yeah, they've got Pimage and Ferrer still. Oh, Pimage goes wide. So Ron makes an easy move there.
Yeah, is DasStopsChild going to have a look up the inside? Yes, he is. Oh, contact there between Pimage and DasStopsChild. But nothing really major at all. DasStopsChild with a bit of a wiggle on the exit, but he's held the car together. Oh my god, he tagged the inside of that sausage curb and he's launched the car into the air. But unfortunately, that's P-Mitch round somehow as well. I think he may have been tagged in that as well. Yes, he has been. That's DasStopsChild. Kindly waiting for him. P-Mitch not happy with that. But unfortunately, it wasn't intentional. And DasStopsChild has returned the position. So that's good to see. But look at this. Howdo has lost the lead. So he's made a mistake somewhere. Ithan is up into P1. So a 3-car battle now for the lead. Video Game is very, very close to Howdo at the moment.
It's not going to be good for the championship. So DasStopsChild a bit impatient there to pass Pimage, and it costs him he's a bit tall in there now. It's gonna be difficult for him to make it up, but there's still 25 minutes to go. Probably want to be within the top 5. Talk about Ethan now leading the race. He won one of the races at Zandvoort. So it's not new to him leading a race like that. Yeah, we see him very often in the top 5. Now he's got a great chance to get a win here today at Silverstone.
Yeah, I believe at Zandvoort he had Howdo behind him as well, and now here at Silverstone he's got Howdo behind him once again, so I think he knows, he's familiar with Howdo here. But Howdo with a much better exit, and Ithan's going to have to go defensive now. Coming up towards the right-hander. Is Howdo going to try around the outside? Yes, he is. But he's run wide, and I think he's almost lost the car. Oh, he's all over the grass there. But he somehow kept it together, and Ithan's got the inside. And I think Howdo's going to have to settle back for P2.
And Video Gamer now is very close to Howdo.
Yes, he definitely is. And oh, that's Howdo wide. And that could possibly be another warning for him. So he has to be careful here. With only just 6 minutes in, you really don't want to be picking up a drive-through penalty at all. So yeah, you need to take more conservative lines, I think, just to avoid picking up track limit warnings. But look in the background, BST is being hassled here by Deedee. I know Deedee, one of the patrons here at the SimZone, recently joined the patron list, but that's BST running wide, and I thought he almost lost the car, but he's held it together. And these two may be trying to work together to catch up to the pack in front. They're really not far behind at all. And what's happened to Deedee? Ah, he's still there. There we go. He is still there. And oh, that's someone off, I think. Who was that? I think that may have been... That's Ithan! Oh, Ithan's lost a few positions. He's dropped down to P6.
Wow, a lot of position, yeah.
So he's made a mistake there.
Very unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that's...
Hard to make it to the lead, and Video Gamer is very close to him.
Yeah, oh, that's Howdo off the track, and Video Gamer almost losing the car once again. That seems to be quite a difficult corner for a lot of these drivers here in the Porsche Super Cup.
Difficult race. You see quite a lot of people going off track more often than in race 1.
Yeah, it looks like Howdo's really struggling, but he's going to have to leave the inside open, and that's Video Gamer really taking the inside sausage curb. P-Mitch now into the pit, possibly to repair some damage. Let's have a quick look. No, doesn't seem to have any damage on his car. But let's hope he can get back out there, because that will be some more points for him. And that's Video Gamer diving down the inside. And a great move there by Video Gamer. Took the opportunity. Howdo left the door open. But oh, he's going to go for the switchback now. Video Gamer's a bit too deep in the corner, and Howdo with an instant response has just about got back into P1. But look, this has brought in BST, Deedee, Jalore, Ithan, all of these drivers in the battle. Look how many cars there are.
There's 3 wide. 3 wide at the top.
Almost 3 wide. I think Howdo and BST backed out of it. And they definitely can't go 3 wide coming into Maggots and Beckett's. But Howdo really looking eager to make this move. And he needs to be careful, because he makes a mistake, it's going to allow BST, Deedee, and all the other drivers behind right through. But he's really putting on the pressure here to Video Gamer in front.
7 cars within a second.
Yeah, unbelievable. And we're 10 minutes into the race, we've still got this many battles going on. But look at this, BST now looking to make a move on Howdo. Howdo keeping his car within the white lines this time, which is good to see. He's definitely taking it more easy. now that he's got quite a few drivers behind him. He doesn't want to make any mistakes.
That's gonna have all these fights. It's gonna help Ron and Nino Tobin to make it up. Now they are in P8 and P9 in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, so they haven't made it up as quickly as they have been able to in the last few rounds. More drivers this round, so it's been much harder for them to make up the positions. Oh, that's Delore. Oh, Delore's lost the car, and Ithan, I think that was Ithan, yeah, went straight into him. They need to be very careful here rejoining, but that's unfortunate. I think the other drivers ahead saw Delore spinning, but Ithan didn't see that, and went straight
he had
into
nowhere
him
to
there.
go.
Yeah, unfortunately. And, nothing
We see
he
Nino
could do.
Tobin, I think. SR Pada was at the back. But yeah, nothing changed on the top. I think Video Game is still leading the race, and how do MBST trying to take it away from him. But we see Ron and Nino Tobin already made a couple of positions up after the incident with between Ethan and Delore, I suppose.
Yeah, and here we go. Howard once again having a look on for a move on Video Gamer, but not able to get this done. We've got Hoshi in the comments saying, has DasStopsChild changed his livery? He has. Last round it was different, and I can't remember if it was a similar colour scheme, but there was some green in it last time and there is some green in it now. But yeah, he's definitely changed it. And Mr. CJ saying, yeah, one mistake can cost you a lot. Yeah, exactly. We saw Ithan making a mistake, dropping down to P6, and now unfortunately got tagged with Delore, and he's down in P10 from leading the race.
It's not far off. It's still in the pack. He could make a couple of more positions if he put some laps down consistently. But yeah, he's lost now the top, which is quite a lot of fights going on at the moment.
Yep, Howdo now having a look down the inside for the lead, but he's tagged the inside of the sausage curb, and I think Video Game is going to hold on, but Howdo's going to focus on the exit. No, he tries to go for around the outside, which is quite interesting, but look at that, he's tagged the inside again once of the curb, and his front left wheel lifting off the ground completely. Not sure how he kept that together, but he's really eager to make a move.
Yeah, but Video Gamer closing the door very, very good, very well there. Now he's got the inside. It's going to be difficult for Howard to...
Oh, contact!
Oh, no.
And that's Howard being a bit too aggressive, a bit too eager to get the move done. And unfortunately...
Gonna lose lots of positions.
They're both going to lose lots of... Oh, Video Game's got it going, actually. So he hasn't lost as much as Howdo has.
Yeah, P6. P6 now behind Kenny.
Yeah, Howdo's down in P10. But yeah, I think it was inevitable those two coming together considering how aggressive Howdo was. But yeah, he needs to be more careful in these races, and it's not the first time we've seen that happen. But here we go, Nino Tobin and Melvin now up into P3 and P4 respectively. DasStopsChild still down in P13 after the contact with P-Mitch, but good to see P-Mitch back out on track now.
Well, interestingly, Nino got a position from Ron. He was running behind him, now he's ahead of him.
Ah, so we didn't catch that on stream, but he's got some damage on the front of his car as well. That would have been from the contact earlier on with Melvin. But yeah, he's made up the position, so he's up into P3. He's looking to make a move on Deedee now, but BST NNA has come out on top of all of this, and he's 1.5 seconds.
And Deedee in P2.
To Deedee, yeah, Deedee as well in P2, but I don't think it's going to be for long because Nino Tobin is looking racy here, and he's trying to get the move done on Deedee. And a lot of drivers taking that inside sausage curb, which is really bouncing their car, but that's not the ideal line at all. Here we go, all these drivers pretty much within a second to each other. Nino just having a look letting DeedeeTKU know that he is there. And look how much he's caught up to him under the brakes. Slightly different lines from the two drivers. DeedeeTKU going slightly more defensive. And look how close he is now. Coming up towards Cops. He has a look up the inside once again, but DeedeeTKU is focusing on the track ahead of him. He's not looking behind him at all. Let's look further down the field very quickly. Howado now trying to look for a move on Ferrer. Once again being very, very aggressive. And he's run wide. He's definitely going to have to return that position. There we go. He hasn't actually gained a position out of that. Oh, actually, I say that.
Yeah, he's got the inside, so he's going to get it.
He has got the position, so questionable there for him. And oh, he's really had to cut Maggots and Beckett. Flipped a bit of the grass, and once again on the grass. This is not going to be good for Howdo at all. It could possibly be another track limit warning for him, but look how much time he's gained. That's definitely going to be one to investigate.
Yeah, he's got 3 warnings available. I guess he's using them now to close the gap to Ethan, I suppose. Yeah, he's including P9. Aggressive, but yeah, he's clearly got a much faster pace than the rest.
Yeah, we've got Mr. CJ saying in the comments, Howado needs to be more careful. He definitely does. He doesn't want to be picking up any drive-through penalties or penalties from the stewards. I'm sure they're definitely going to be having a look at Howado's incident there earlier on. But he will definitely be picking up a few track limit warnings.
Full course battle for P1, I think.
Yeah, once again. Unbelievable. But let's go on board here with BST NNA. You can see Nino followed by DeedeeTKU, then Melvin. DeedeeTKU's actually holding on very well here. Melvin hasn't been able to get past. But BST NNA having to go defensive now. Is Nino going to try and get the switch back? He's tried it, but nowhere to go for him. And I think he's going to have to back out of that. Yes, he does, very sensibly. So good driving there from Nino.
Yeah, Nino knows that who's going to pass him now.
Well, he's going to try around the outside. And that's allowed DeedeeTKU and Melvin to close right on the back of these two. Look how close this is. 4-car battle for the lead. And luckily we've had no rain here, but it's
3 wide.
Almost going to be 3 wide. Oh, very, very careful. And I think Nino's come out on top of that. No, he's run wide. And that's possibly a track limit warning for him there. Same with Melvin. But yeah, Nino has come out on top. And BST down into P2. No changes between DeedeeTKU and Melvin behind.
It's going to be a good opportunity now for Nino to drive away. And, you know, Ron's still got 2 cars and to overtake.
Yeah, definitely, but the battle is for the championship and DasStopsChild is nowhere to be seen. So I think Melvin's going to be leading the championship. Yeah, Melvin's going to be leading the championship after this round, really.
DasStopsChild was slowly getting back into the pack after the incident we saw before. He's running P12 at the moment, trying to get position from... Oh, he's made 2 positions. He's running in P10 behind Howado.
Yeah, he's 7 seconds behind though, behind Howado, so it's a long way to go, and I think that's Ferrer who's retired the car. There, so that's unfortunate, possibly picking up some damage. Didn't quite see that, but yeah, like you said earlier, J-Pump, Nino Tobin has now got the chance to open up the gap, and he's done so. 1.3 seconds. Melvin has to be careful there with track limits 2, because he's definitely picked up a warning for that, and no lift off the throttle from him either.
Yeah, if I was Ron, I wouldn't rush into past these 2 guys. you know, you probably knows already that DasStopsChild is running in P10. It's going to be very good for the championship.
Yeah, but look how close he is. He's going to have a late look up the inside. This is very dangerous though. He's backed out a bit, so sensible driving, sensible thinking there from Melvin, but he's just showing himself up the inside. He's gone wide once again. That's possibly another track limit warning, but Deedee holding on to the position. Just about. And this is definitely the battle we want to keep watching, because BST is just about holding on to these two behind, and all pretty much on similar pace, I think. But neither driver able to get past one another yet. So Melvin's going to have another look up the inside. No, has to brake and slow down the car to avoid making contact with Deedee. Deedee had a late look up the inside, almost made contact with the BST. I'm actually surprised how they didn't make contact there. But amazing driving from all three of these drivers out on track tonight. No, Melvin's going to have a look up the inside. They're all trying to have a look up the inside on each other, but that's not going to work. And BST is going to have to go defensive. Oh, that's contact! And Melvin making contact with Deedee, unfortunately, and they're both losing out on that. Melvin's waiting there for Deedee.
Video game is probably going to come up in P3 after this.
He will be. We'll see once they cross the line. It should be updated. There we go. Video gamer up into P3 now. Unfortunately, Melvin and Deedee making contact. They've dropped quite a few positions actually.
It's what I was saying before. It's not worth for Ron to risk it, because you know he was sitting there in P3, P4, but DasStopsChild seems to be far off. And not now. After the incident, it would have been good points gain over DasStopsChild. Kept it in P4, P3, but no, it's a different story.
Yeah, that's the thing with being too aggressive, like you said. There's plenty of time left of the race to make a move, but if you're just that little bit aggressive, and you go for a move there, it's not really going to work out. But I think it was more of a concertina effect. We saw BST sliding slightly, and Deedee, I think, slowed the car down a bit to avoid that, and Melvin didn't really have anywhere to go.
And he's going to have now Howard to Ethan and DasStopsChild behind him.
Yes.
Not the best place to be, because he's got still Diogog and Deedee ahead. It's not going to be easy to pass them. It's going to be very interesting last 7-8 minutes of race.
Yeah, Diogog with an exceptional result at the moment. Race is not over yet, but still running in P5, which is great to see. And he's definitely taking advantage. Oh, that's Melvin with a very late look up the inside. He's run deep, and that's going to allow Deedee back up the inside. Yeah, like you said, J-Bum, it's not worth going for the risk, because he's in fact lost time by doing so.
Yeah, he's lost all the advantage got in points now with respect to DasStopsChild. Only Ethan in between the two.
Yeah, and DasStopsChild is very close. It says 3/10, but I think it's increased. It has. We've got Kenny now very close behind him. Kenny in P10. I think he was running further up the grid, but he must have made a mistake somewhere. He's got some damage on the driver side door. So yeah, we're not sure what happened there, but look how close DasStopsChild is now coming through Maggots Beckett's on the exit actually now. White flags? Ah, that's not a white flag. That's just a spectator in the crowd waving a white flag for some reason. But here we go. DasStopsChild had a look up the inside on Ifan, not able to get the move done yet. But Kenny also not able to capitalise on any moves that these two are going to make on each other. I think he needs to be close enough to try and take advantage of DasStopsChild and Ithan battling it out here, because DasStopsChild really wants to get this move done on Ithan. So there's no cars between him and Melvin, but he's run wide there. He's picked up some grass, and Kenny is there to capitalise. He's on the outside though. He's going to be later on the brakes. He's going to try it around the outside. Oh no, wasn't able to. DasStopsChild's left in the room, but he's going to have the inside now. DasStopsChild's going to try and hold it around the outside, still side by side here, coming down the hanger straight now. And I think Kenny is up into P9.
Yeah, fantastic move. He used the opportunity very well. Now he's on P9.
But look how much time
5 minutes to go. I think he can hold there.
Yeah, look how much time they've lost to Ithan now. Ithan is on the back of who is that?
Yannik.
No, I think it's someone else. Oh, that's Howdo. Howdo's dropped back somehow. Oh. He's made another mistake. So he's down in P7. So I'm not sure what's happened to him. But he's definitely made a mistake somewhere, and now he has to be careful of Ithan behind. But yeah, there doesn't seem to be any damage on Howdo's car, surprisingly. So he must have just lost the car somewhere on his own. Oh yeah, it's definitely...
He loses it again.
Here, definitely through Max and Beckett, and he's spun the car. He has to be careful. He's moved out the way off the racing line, so...
gonna lose to Kenny, he's gonna lose to DasStopsChild, I think.
Yeah, he's dropped down the order now. That's gonna be, what, P10 for him, I think?
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's cooked the tyres already. In the last 5 minutes, has just lost all the grip in the rear.
Yeah, I think that's possibly it, but he's... Oh, that's a car off. Who is that? That's definitely a car off. That is the number 20 car who's returned to the Video Gamer. What's happened to Video Gamer? He's running in P3, and he's had to return it to the pits, so yeah, it doesn't have any damage on the car, so maybe he's run out of fuel.
Oh, who was that bouncing so badly? Or someone I think was Deedee, possibly, or
I'm not sure, but he's held on to to P3, and he's not got much left. Not many corners to go here at Silverstone, just 3 minutes, and he's held off Melvin for this long, so I'm sure he can do it for the final few laps of this race.
So that's just looking like another Sunday drive for Nino, isn't it? He's opened a gap of 8 seconds already with DST.
Yeah, he's completely gonna blitz the field here. And it's been a phenomenal drive from Nino once again, but let's not speak too early because there's still time to make mistakes. But these two, oh no, we've got another battle actually. I think DasStopsChild has got past Kenny there. Oh wait, not
side
yet.
By side at the moment. Oh,
just
got it now.
Just got past there. And Kenny down a position. DasStopsChild now up into P7, but they've still got 2 cars. He's still got 2 cars between him and Melvin.
It's definitely gonna limit damage there. Not exactly the race he wanted, but yeah, still 3 more rounds to go, which is 6 races. Lots of opportunities to win the championship, basically. So all good. Yeah, sitting P7 is gonna. I don't think. Well, Ron is still fighting for the podium, which could make things worse. But not too bad actually. Could have been worse for DasStopsChild.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, like you said, it's just damage limitation for him this here in race 2. But I'm sure he'd be happy with another position here. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. He's got 4.5 seconds to Ithan in front, and Ithan is a very quick driver here at the SimZone. Definitely not.
Yeah, just 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
Probably the last lap.
Possibly. Where is Nino Tobin?
It's gonna be one more.
Yeah.
No, it's, yeah, last lap.
He is on the last now. Yep. closest two drivers seem to be Deedee and Melvin, but Deedee's opened a slight gap here to Melvin. I think Melvin's now calmed down slightly. He knows that DasStopsChild is down in P7. He doesn't really need to risk anything now for the championship.
Yeah, Deedee can now get into his first podium of the season.
That would be a great result for Deedee. But he's still got some defending to do. This is the last lap. And it's not over yet, because you never know. Melvin could change his mind, and he may be thinking, actually, I want that last podium spot. I want to open the gap to DasStopsChild as much as possible. And actually, as we say that, oh, he's gone very deep on the brakes. He's almost lost the car, and he needs to try not to take risks.
Wide, and he also goes wide.
Oh, it could be close here. Let's hope he doesn't pick up a drive-through penalty. But
that'd be a disaster for him on the last lap.
Yeah, on the last lap. But
he wouldn't be able to serve it, so that'd be probably an unfair amount of time penalty.
Yeah, definitely. They need to be careful here, because they could possibly be on 3 warnings. I think Melvin is being a bit more conservative now. I say that he's going to have a look up the inside. But no, he's way too far back to get that move done. Let's have a look at Nino Tobin, who is coming through pretty much the final corner now. There we go. Weaving now. Coming across the start-finish straight. Oh, almost tagging the ball there. Cross the line first, then you can do that. There we go, Nino Tobin.
Third win in a row for Nino Tobin.
Yeah, an amazing result from Nino. BST with another great result in P2. Deedee. Oh, is he going to hold on? No, he's not. Melvin
he's lost the podium.
Is going to take P3, and Deedee in P4, but still a very good result from Deedee. Diogok in P5, also a very good result from him. Itham P6, Kenny. Oh my god, he's got 2 cars behind him. He's going to be able to hold on. Yes, he does. Kenny in P7, Howder in P8, DasStopsChild down to P9, WGVDB in P10, Delore P11. Who's got actually SR Padder very close behind him in P12. And yes, he's going to be able to hold on there. So those two, Delore P11, SR Padder P12, Ligurk. Oh, he's got P-Mitch behind him, but I believe they're on different laps.
A couple of laps down, yeah.
Yeah, we'll wait for them to finish the race. They're now coming down the hangar straight, quite a far way back, these two, but Vliegurk quite new to ACC here, and only just receiving his wheel back after being fixed. And obviously we saw as well P-Mitch and DasStopsChild coming together, unfortunately, so he had to repair his damage, which didn't seem like much, but maybe he was contemplating about going out or not onto the track. But there we go, here are your race results for race 2. Nino Tobin taking the race win, with BST NNA in second and Melvin in third. And in terms of interviews, let's see if we can get a quick interview here between the top 3. I think Nino will possibly be the only one that we'll be able to grab an interview with. Just bear with us a second. Here we go then, let's try and bring in Nino Tobin to the interview into the commentary booth. Here we go then, your race winner. 2 race wins today from you, Nino Tobin. Absolute outstanding performance. And pretty much a Sunday drive for you. Managed to make your way up through the pack in the second race. And won the race by about 9-10 seconds, I think it was.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you very much for the congratulations. And yeah, I had a Sunday drive. I worked really hard to get through the field in the second race. The final two positions for first position went from on the outside. So yeah, I had a really good race, 2 really good races.
Yeah, and I think if you continue with these results, you could be looking at a top 5 or even top 3 finish in the championship here for the Porsche Supercup.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, and obviously you were pretty much a late standing to the Porsche Supercup. You came in at round 3, I think it was, but you proved that you are definitely one of the quickest here in the Porsche Supercup, and we hope to see you back with some great results next week at Brands Hatch.
Yeah, definitely. See you next week.
See you next week then. And there we go. There are your race results and race top 3 podium finishes for round 5 here at Silverstone. Make sure to tune in on Thursday for the GT4 Championship. We will be at Monza in the GT4s. Quite an interesting track for the GT4s actually. We'll see how they perform there. But yeah, make sure to tune in same time, 8 PM BST. But until then, have a great evening. And from J-Palm and I, good night.